Rabbit tunnel. In 1865, the British mathematician Charles Dodson, writing under the pseudonym Lewis Carroll, published the wildly successful children's story Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. The book was translated into 174 languages and continues to captivate audiences to this day. The tale follows a young girl who imagined that she saw a rabbit had pocket watch, looked at her, so she rushed behind him until she reached his terrier, tried to look at the terrier, but she dropped into a deep tunnel, filled with fantastical creatures and wonders, to begin her adventures in that world. The process of doubt very similar to Alice's adventures, in that it ultimately leads to truth, but it can also leave one feeling bewildered and trapped in a never-ending cycle. So, do you believe that doubt is the first step towards certainty? If your answer is yes, then as Descartes stated, you are on the right track. If your answer is no, that's also good, as you are confident that suspicion will ultimately lead you to the truth. Did you know that Descartes proved the existence of God through doubt? He argued that humans doubt an imperfect being, and that the idea of perfection is matched by the idea of an inferior being, so there must be a perfect creator. Al-Ghazali doubted the mind, and stated that perhaps a stronger force of reason could prove it wrong, just as the mind had proven the senses wrong. They believed that this possible force was not impossible, such as a cardiac event, or the divine light that God casts into the heart of mystics, allowing them to understand the truth from its ultimate source. So, doubt is a characteristic of minds seeking truth, and does not exist in the minds of those who have come to unassailable realities, as Imam Ibn Taymiyyah stated. These minds are deeply entrenched in their beliefs and are not open to being approached or altered, even if they have not undergone scientific experimentation to prove their validity. So obviously, and it is widely accepted that the Earth is a ball orbiting the Sun, but where did this belief originate? Of course, scientists worked tirelessly to validate their theories, and then came those who worked even harder and developed a giant spacecraft known as the Space Shuttle. They were able to venture beyond the confines of Earth's atmosphere, observing the Earth, and confirming that it is indeed a ball orbiting the Sun. From a young age, we learn certain truths that, through repetition, become self-evident. And we pass these on to our children, just like the blind tribe. However, suspicion is inherent in human nature, so the child does not easily believe it. They naturally wonder, with childish logic, how we can live on a ball that spins and not fall off. They also question how the Earth can orbit the Sun when we see the Sun with our own eyes moving. And if the Earth is spinning, why don't we feel its movement? The answer, they are told, is that Earth's gravity holds everything in place, so it doesn't fall. With this explanation, the child is convinced, as it is what they hear in the classroom, read in textbooks, and is passed down from their parents and grandparents. This is also what the media, scientists, friends, and generations of accumulated experiences and knowledge say. Every reasonable person on Earth concurs. The only thing that goes against this is our own logic. We do not feel the Earth's rotation, and we see the sun, moon, and stars moving, but we willingly choose to ignore this logic and accept proven science. In doing so, we don't revisit the question and instead become believers in the certainty that the Earth is a ball that orbits itself in the sun. If someone were asking why the horizon in front of our eyes appears level, we laugh at him, and his stupidity and his small mind, and if we see that he is serious about what he says, we guide him on the road to the psychiatric hospital to go voluntarily and save himself the trouble of being arrested. The matter of the Earth's place in the universe has been resolved since the time of Copernicus, and possibly earlier. Galileo confirmed this understanding, and it has been endorsed by all major space agencies, including NASA. So why do some still doubt it? The Earth is also composed of several layers, including a molten iron mass in its core that generates a magnetic field. This magnetic field helps to maintain the stability of the Earth's surface, including humans, animals, buildings, and water. It also keeps the moon in orbit, preventing it from falling into the depths of space or onto the Earth's surface. Whenever you search through scientific references, textbooks, and the internet, you will find that the facts about our solar system and the Earth's structure are well established and widely illustrated. Science has made tremendous strides in our understanding of the universe, jumped us tremendous leaps, no doubt. But the question, did he jump us forward or jump back? Did he give us certain facts? Or suspicious theories? In short, theory is a set of ideas and assumptions that attempt to explain a phenomenon, and the definition of a theory can vary depending on the specific phenomenon in question. For example, if we see things burning on their own, there can be a theory that interprets this as being caused by demonic forces, but we cannot prove it scientifically because we are unable to subordinate our theory to the so-called testability. So it can't be seen as a scientific theory. But a scientist might come and look at this phenomenon scientifically. His theory is that there is a group of mirrors nearby that reflect the sun's rays and increase the temperature, causing the fire to burn. He then proves his theory by measuring the temperature of the area at different times of the day and night, making comparisons based on the temperature at which objects combust, and demonstrating the correlation through mathematical equations and scientific evidence. In this way, it becomes a scientific theory. Scientific theories are also sets of beliefs, but they are subjected to repeated testing through observation and experimentation to become the most reliable, accurate, and comprehensive form of interpretation for a phenomenon or model, such as the solar system or the Big Bang. The distinction between theory and model is that a theory consists of opinions and verifiable conclusions that explain and describe a phenomenon, while a model is simply a representation or interpretation. The theories and models that scientists have proposed over the years are taught in schools and universities as established facts based on repeated testing and verification. This leads us to have a sense of confidence in their accuracy and reliability. So, does this mean that it is true? Do we use the right method of thinking to judge if it is true or false? It's the handles of doubt that we're about to grasp with inquisitive minds, pursuing truth, deviating from the conventional path and freeing ourselves from pre-programmed thoughts.